PNK Video Productions, Living Heirloom Video. This is what we are most passionate about here at PNK. We bring our studio to your home, and we record you telling your life story and make it available for future generations. And now, in the beginning of 2015, we're offering a special low price to start Living Heirloom videos at only $499. PNK Video Productions, saving your life forever.
Estamos celebrando que ha sido esto como si hubiese sembrado una semilla y esa semilla fue prosperando hasta que creció y dio frutos.
We had a good life. We really did. We always had enough to eat, plenty of clothes. We weren't rich, but we had enough. Lots more than a lot of other people had. Yeah, when I think back of it, I really do think we had as good a family, fun in the family as most people do. September the 21st, 1921. 89. 89. Woo-hoo. That's okay. I don't mind. We all dressed up and went to St. Augustine because they were going to have a party thing for him.
Retirement.
Yeah. And so we went, and they had all the talking and the carrying on, and we came out, and my brother was with me, and just me and my brother were with him. And he came out, and they had given him a little ring with a little diamond in it. So when he got outside, he said, "Jesus, 43 years for a 10-cent diamond." I never will forget that. Slingshots, yeah. That's what we fought with. The one get up in the trees, and we'd get up in the... We had fights. we had a lot of children in that neighborhood. I mean, a lot of children. After we graduated, we slipped off and got married, like dunces.
Where?
And I lost my husband, what, 4 years ago. I miss him. He was good to have around. He did a lot of work. He worked hard. He worked the railroad too.
Get your hair cut. Trim that off.
I haven't had it curved or anything. You curved yours.
Nah, I kind of let it go.
That's me.
I'm Ronnie Edge. Live in Jacksonville, Florida. Been here all my life. Married my childhood sweetheart, and we've always been Corvette enthusiasts. Back in '63, driving the '56, going to pick Pam up. Back in those days, we wore white socks with penny loafers and Levi's, and the car would leak and run down the inside of the dash and get the dust and dirt off of the wires and stuff, and get on my white socks. And the time I go to pick her up, my socks look dirty. But, we had a little white poodle, and Pam used to like to dye the little poodle different colors just for kicks, you know. And we've got several pictures of that little poodle, I think in pink, sitting up on that Corvette. We've been to the Concours d'Elegance at Amelia and saw what a wonderful show that was, and thought this would be a lot of fun, and it was. We were there while the judging was going on, but the judges don't tell you anything. So we went to lunch, we came back, and the blue ribbon that we have hanging in the garage here was on the car. We got to drive the car up to the winner's circle, and at that time they spoke about the car to win a show like that. So that was pretty exciting.
My favorite toy was a bride doll. And she had a beautiful white dress and a veil. And she had kind of reddish brown hair. And she seemed to have been about that high. But she was really pretty, and I loved that doll. Somebody got me a set of books called Junior Classics, and they had different kinds of stories in them. And so one of the books was on mythology, and I enjoyed the mythology stories, like the Greek and Roman gods and all that. I really enjoyed that.
Hi, I'm Ron. I'm the world's foremost authority. Just ask.
He was the smartest guy at school.
Ron is a unique person, if I may put it that way.
The psychic said, "How are you doing?" And Ron looked at her and he said, "I thought you'd tell us."
And he travels to places that people normally wouldn't go.
I started traveling as a teenager and went to Europe after high school and went to Israel, backpacking Europe and Israel and the like, and then came back. And during my student years, I really didn't have the means to travel. But so I've always done it, but the frequency has increased. I like to do new things and see different things. I don't like to keep going back to the same places. Some places are really good and you can go to again and again and again because they're so big and there's so much to see. China is one of them. I've been to China 15 times. Haven't seen all of China yet, but I've seen most of China. I've been to Africa 10 times and haven't begun to see it all. And North Korea is like the closest you can come to leaving the planet without a rocket ship. I look for things that are unique to a place, that I like, that just appeal to me, that are transportable. And I buy regular souvenir type things, but not too many. I like stuff that's beautiful, that appeals to me, unique to a country or a culture, and that will remind me of my trip. For instance, right behind me and on top of me, we have here, that's behind is a Tinga Tinga painting from Zanzibar. It's a very specific style and it's unique to Zanzibar. You can see it's cartoonish and simple. It's folk art. It's primitive, but it's good. There's one I just brought back from Afghanistan. That's a wedding dress too. I brought it home. It had been sitting outside of a shop and it was filthy. And Linda, my girlfriend, took it into the cleaners to have it done. And there was a woman working there who's from Afghanistan, and she looked at it and she started crying because it reminded her of her home. I like Africa. I'd like to go to the Congo, but Congo's expensive and is dangerous. South America is the undiscovered continent. In terms of natural beauty, geographic variety, culture, it's got everything that Europe has. It's a lot closer and a whole lot cheaper. Peru's one of the places you can go to and speak English. I was without a week without my luggage in the Cape Verde Islands. I had a change of clothes with me in my little rucksack, and that's all I needed. It was very liberating not having me hauling a suitcase around.
Oh, you're cute dog. I'm your uncle. Did you know that? I'm your great uncle. 60s, 70s guy. 60s and 70s. I was well then. Going to college and stuff like that. Till I was 24. Political science, and I was hoping to go to law school. That's what I wanted to do. Senior year at DePaul University. I was in the comic books when I was a kid. Actually, Superman when I was a kid. Because I never cared for the 60s Batman. I thought it was too campy. You know, what Adam West was Batman, I thought that was kind of stupid. And then when Spider-Man and Fantastic Four came along, the Hulk, I read those too. If there's any women out there for me, I'm glad to let them know about me.
Okay. After my husband passed away, I got a depression. I couldn't do anything right. So my daughter took me to the agent, my tourist agent. So, Mom, you have to go somewhere. But I said, no, I don't want to go anywhere by myself. No, you have to go. When I came here, I was 52 years old. The first time I told to my daughter, I will come back in maybe 2 or 3 days or 1 week. I think 3 or 4 months. I was traveling a lot. And I couldn't understand English very well. So and I got an English teacher here at library. It was free. I had a good memory here, 14 years. And right now, I don't want to live from Florida on beach and this area. But right now, everything is okay, but you never know tomorrow, 1 year later, because I don't have a family here. My husband passed away 6 years ago. I moved to here. I live in the countryside, outside a lot of trees, mentally. So nature take care of me. I was so happy. Yeah, but I have to move. Yeah, it's not all the way in the dream. We can't stay in the dream. I'm getting old, and yeah, my memory is bad. I cannot remember. It's hard. So I know something, and little by little, and change and go to bed. So before that, I have to go back. So in Japan, the language and the system, everything more easier. But life, I like here.
It's an opportunity to communicate.
There's so much more ways that you could look back and see your folks.
2 or 3 generations. It's a way to learn.
The children, are, as adults, can go back and look at their parents talking and, speaking.
And to get to know people.
I had a cousin who I really looked up to, and she played it, and she was really good. She was maybe 4 years older than I was. And at that time, a lot of kids played the accordion, so.
It's even better than the written word. You can see people's emotions on, on a screen, on a video.
We never had many pictures. Now, my mother's father died when she was 8 years old. We have one picture that I know of that was him.
I wish this was around, when my grandparents were alive. And I had, my great-grandparents, I knew them too. I would have liked to have heard her tale of raising 4 kids on 15 cents a day hoeing pine trees in the Carolinas when her husband ran off and left her. So it's a more profound way of communicating.
Something that we never, had the opportunity to do. Just kind of like right now with what we're doing.
It's a conversation and it's communication. Do it again and again because you never get everything. It's just an important record to pass on. Nobody's had that opportunity till now to where you could communicate with future generations live.
PNK Video Productions, Living Heirloom Video. This is what we are most passionate about here at PNK. We bring our studio to your home, and we record you telling your life story and make it available for future generations. And now, at the beginning of 2015, we're offering a special low price to start Living Heirloom videos at only $499. PNK Video Productions, saving your life forever.